sharing an event series in Joy. The scenario here is I have a masterclass series. Here I've got 4 events, Event ROI Masterclass, Virtual Event, Production, Event Tech. There are 2 groups of people I want to share these events with. 1, my sales team, so they know what's going on, and 2, my customers, so they can book to attend. So how can I do that? In Joy now, on the home page, there is Publish. So I go from Events to the Publish tab, and I can create a list. Call that list Masterclass Series. And create. Joy will then show me a list of all the events I have in that account. And then it's a simple case of selecting which events I want. And by this selection, I'm actually selecting the published programs that I have in each of these events. All of those 3 have 1 published program. In my Event ROI Masterclass, I have a Melbourne program and a Perth program. I just want to publish the Perth program. I could publish both if I wanted. So you've got versatility in what you can publish. Then I hit preview and it shows me those events that I have in there. And when I'm happy, I can hit publish. In this case, I'm looking at that going, oh, well, I'm not going to show past events, and I have control on what I see. So I can click the tab off past events and that disappears. And when I'm happy, I hit publish. So publish now. And there we have the event series. Now I have a number of options in the way I can share it. Open in a new tab, copy that URL, embed JSON feed, and also subscribe to calendar. So the copy the URL simply gives me a URL that I can copy and email to people. I'll open that in a new tab to show you what that will look like. So if I send people that URL, this is exactly what they would see. They could then subscribe to calendar from that. They can also open up the program from that URL and look at the detail of what is in that event. You also have the JSON feed, which you can give to a web developer. This gives you all the information you see in this publish, and it enables the web developer to change it to align with your branding. So you can change font appearance, everything else that you want around the actual publish. And finally, here on the top line, we have the embed code. So with the embed code, if I want to take exactly what I see and copy it into my website, I can copy that embed code, go to my website, copy that HTML, and it will appear. So here we go. I now have that event series published in my website, which when I'm happy, I can click publish. Again, got access to exactly the same information as you do in the URL. And of course, finally, we have subscribe to calendar. Very, very easy. I hit copy the URL for this calendar subscription. I'm showing you this in Outlook, but it's the same with Google and also the same with Apple. Really easy to subscribe from the web to a calendar subscription. Give that a name, Masterclass Series, and a color, and import. Beautiful thing about a calendar subscription as opposed to add to calendar is that it's actually a live link. So you can see I've got my 3 masterclasses in that week, and then I've got 1 on the following Thursday. Again, I can open up the calendar subscription and still have access to all the information as far as the events go. So open it up, look at it. In this case, I've got a link to go to Zoom Room. I could equally have a link to go and register for the event as well. All very simple, all controlled from Joy. And just one thing to note with those calendar subscriptions that you see, because Joy has time zones in it, when you actually go to an event, so if I go into this virtual event masterclass, in my venue, I actually have a time zone. So as a virtual masterclass, it's in Sydney. Joy picks up the time zone from Sydney and puts the time zone in. So when you get that calendar subscription, it will not only reflect the event, but it'll also reflect your time zone. So it'll reflect it in your time zone. Obviously, any updates that you make to any of those events in Joy, then they will reflect in both the website and also in your calendar subscription. So in this case, if I actually want to change the date of that masterclass, so I'm going to move it to the following week, the 27th, done. I go to publish. I update my publish with the new date. So here I've got Tuesday the 27th. My publish is actually still currently Tuesday the 20th. So I go to preview and update now. And there we go. Well, I've got the new date. If I go to my Joy embed, obviously I need to refresh that page before it's going to show me the update, but I refresh and it will show the update along with all the other stuff that pops up when I refresh. So there we go. The virtual event masterclass is on the 27th, and it will also reflect in my calendar. Important thing to note with a calendar subscription, the updates aren't easy. The update timing is controlled by the calendar host. So in this case, Microsoft. And most of the time it takes about 10 minutes for that refreshed event information to come through. So if I go back into April, it probably hasn't done it yet. But if I go back into that calendar 5 or 10 minutes time, it will show the reflected change in time. So just in summary, Joy now lets you not only build and control your events and have all of the usual planning functionality that you expect with Joy, you can also now publish lists of events as well as individual events with calendar subscriptions.